You know, picking pumpkins is an annual tradition for thousands of families. Your family and my family have done it together a few times. Over the years, I've had the chance to visit a local patch for our In Search Of reports, but it's about to be no more. Take a look at the story.
Things look a little different this year at Winch's Pumpkin Patch in Coon Valley. Gone are the acres and acres of pumpkins, replaced with fields of corn. The sign that once welcomed in thousands of kids has now been pushed aside. By all accounts, it's been a hard year for Charlie Winch.
Well, I suffered some physical problems, had a heart attack and open heart surgery, so the doctor says you better take it a little more easy, Charlie. And Charlie did.
Well, sort of. Despite doctor's orders to retire from the pumpkin biz, this farmer couldn't bear to quit cold turkey.
I planted 1% of what I usually do. My wife said, ooh, what's that growing out there? And I says, pumpkins? And she says, what?
Just enough pumpkins to invite two schools back for one last visit to Charlie's farm.
Southern Bluffs and First Congregational were the first two schools that came 14 years ago, so I look back and I says, you know something? I'll make them the last two. How's that? Here we go!
So, as the early snow falls on this last group of school children, Charlie can't help but reminisce about his pumpkin past.
Well, I started planting pumpkins in 1990 about, and then in 95, 94, I took my grandkids out to pick their pumpkin, and they brought a teacher along who was the mother of one of their friends, and she says, could I bring out my class to pick pumpkins? I said, well, let's try that.
Well, one teacher told another teacher, and another after that, and pretty soon, Charlie's little patch turned into one of gargantuan size.
At my high point, I had about 30,000 pumpkins. A whopper. Oh, it got to be really a lot of fun. I enjoyed it so much, I just couldn't wait for each year to come. Anybody else got a pumpkin?
And Charlie can't even begin to count the thousands of families that have come to take in this annual fall experience.
One came today, and he says, I'm only 6, but this is my 6th year here. 6 times, wow.
If this is the last year with the last school, he may have to start coming to our school and volunteering because the kids will miss him.
And for Charlie, the feeling is mutual.
Hi, kids. Just when they get on the wagon, and when the wagon starts to move, they all get big eyes and smiley faces, and I'm going to miss that.
He started by planting a few pumpkins. But if you think about it, he really planted so much more.
Goodbye, Charlie. Thank you.
In Coon Valley, Jennifer Livingston, News Channel 8.
Well, Charlie says that he's gotten about 400 phone calls from families wondering why his sign isn't out. He told me this funny thing. Maybe I'm not supposed to share it, but he said he's been telling people on the phone, you know, if I'm not home, you could sneak on and grab a pumpkin. And 1% and also, ironically, this crop was fantastic this year. He's had a couple of years where he planted, you know, so many acres and didn't have a very good yield. And this year, he said the 1% was amazing. And I got to take a pumpkin home just as kind of an honor of Charlie in his last year. And we just want to say we wish you all of the best. Isn't he so charming? He says pumpkins. I just think that's adorable. We wish you the best of luck and the best of health in retirement, Charlie. Absolutely. And a lot of fun years you've provided families. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.